Hello friends, I hope you're well. Happy New Year, happy belated New Year by the time you see this, but the day I'm filming this is January 1st, so welcome to 2020, let's smash the next 12 months. But before I hop into 2020, I want to take a moment to look back on 2019 and talk about 9 lessons that I learnt in 2019. 2019 was a rollercoaster year for me. If you don't know, I almost died, so lots of things happened as a result of that, and it was a year of growth, it was a year of building resilience, and it was a year of positivity. It was a really, really good year. It definitely wasn't the best year of my life, but it was a satisfactory year, and I learned a lot of things from it, so I'm going to share them with you now and try not to ramble too much, but no promises. So my first lesson is pretty much a given, and that is don't take your health for granted, because on January 22nd, 2019, my bowel tried to kill me and I had to have emergency surgery in the Maldives, and I was in recovery for a few months. And during that recovery I realised how blessed I am to be able to walk, to be able to sit up and stand up unassisted, to be able to be fit, to be able to be healthy, to be able to be strong, fit, resilient. I have never appreciated my body more than I do since that experience of my emergency surgery. It has completely grounded me in my body, in my physical self, and made me appreciate my health so much. So my biggest lesson from 2019 is don't take your health for granted. The second lesson I learned in 2019 is that I'm really resilient. Like, I shocked myself with my resilience in the aftermath of my emergency surgery, and in the moment of my emergency surgery, I don't know how, but I just stayed really positive, really proactive, really happy. I hardly cried. I didn't have like any pessimism or negative mindset. I was just like, I'm gonna smash this. I'm gonna get better. This is just a hurdle and I'm gonna step over it. And I've just never had a big challenge in my life like that before, and I've never really known how I would handle it. And life gave me that challenge, and I was so surprised by how I handled it. My mindset was really positive, and I'm so glad that it was, and I would like to think that I've now built that resilience muscle from my experiences in 2019, and hopefully if anything else happens in the future that challenges me, I can keep that positive, resilient, proactive mindset into the future. So yeah, my second lesson is I'm more resilient and positive than I even realised. Lesson number 3 from 2019 is that putting your phone on airplane mode overnight is a game changer. So I started this new routine, and I haven't done it every single night, but my goal for 2020 is to do it every single night, and that is to, before I go to sleep, put my phone on airplane mode, and then when I get up in the morning, not take it off airplane mode for the first half an hour, hour and a half, however long I can physically go before I take it off airplane mode in the morning. I did that a lot of times in 2019, and every single time I did it, it was just incredible, and I feel like I need to do it more because my job involves so much time on this little screen, and I'd like to try and minimise that a little bit or just reduce it slightly. So I can definitely say that using airplane mode overnight, and also just when you're working and want to get into deep work, deep focus, is a game changer, and I've definitely learned that in 2019, and I really want to keep implementing it in 2020 even more consistently. The fourth lesson I learned in 2019 is that you don't need to label yourself. The online world loves to put you into a box, loves to put a label on you, and to be honest, I labelled myself. I labelled myself as a vegan for a long time, and now I've just taken that label off me, and it feels great because I still buy secondhand leather. Sometimes my food slips up. The main thing that triggered me taking that label off myself actually was after my bowel surgery, when I couldn't eat fibre for 6 weeks and I had to eat some animal products. I didn't eat meat or anything, but I had to eat some eggs. They're my mum's eggs from my mum's chickens, but I did have to eat them, and it just kind of made me realise, okay, I don't need this vegan label anymore. I still eat a plant-based diet. I still eat 98% vegan food unless something slips through the net. But I just have found that taking that label off myself has just relieved so much pressure. And I think the vegan lifestyle is more than just food. It is like a whole comprehensive lifestyle, and I don't think I tick every single one of those boxes to fit that lifestyle, so I don't want to give myself that label and give myself that pressure. I've taken it right off. I'm a plant-focused, plant-powered, plant-based human, and I like that. I like that. I like it. Lesson number 5 that I've learned in 2000... Oh, hello. Oh, I just filled my move ring for the day. Anyway, As I was saying, lesson number 5 for 2019 is take control of your finances. At the start of this year, I literally had no idea what I was doing with my money. I just had my money in some bog standard bank accounts, didn't have a pension, didn't know anything about anything to do with money or adulting or like how to save for the future, how to like future-proof yourself with your finances. I knew nothing about that. So then when I came back from the Maldives after my emergency surgery, I met up with a financial advisor, and now the game has been changed. I have a pension, I have investments, I'm invested in ethical funds, my money is working for me. I feel like I have a good savings strategy. I just feel like I'm more in control of my money because I just didn't know anything about any of it. That's been a massive learning curve for me in 2019, like especially as a self-employed human, it is so important to take control of your finances, especially with things like pensions and future-proofing yourself with your money. So big lesson for me this year. Still learning, but really happy to have taken some positive steps. Lesson number 6 that I have learned in 2019 is that haters gonna hate, all right? 2019 was the year when I got a little bit more hate than I anticipated. Even when I was in my recovery from my bowel surgery, people were hating on me for taking so long to recover and sharing my recovery online. They were like, can you share something new now? No, I'm stuck in bed. This is all I can share. It was crazy, honestly, guys. I've had some really wild hate this year. But throughout the year, I've put in strategies to combat that and to now be able to cope with it. It did shake me a bit when I started to get it, and now I just feel like completely unaffected. And that's mainly because I've realised that whatever I do, no matter how nice I try to be, no matter how much positive change I try to inspire, no matter how much money I give to charity, no matter what I do, people are still gonna hate me. I cannot please everyone. Some people just don't like me, and that's cool. No matter how nice I try to be, they're not gonna like me. So I've just accepted that. It is not my responsibility what those people think of me. This is their own issue. And honestly, it takes a certain type of person to go online and then send a hate message to someone. Like, you've got to be really sad and in a really negative mindset to do that. So I just feel sorry for those people. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Potatoes gonna potate. And the 7th thing that I've learned in 2019, please excuse my finger that's not really playing game right here, is the value of supporting other women, the value of supporting small businesses, the value of empowering each other. I have always been somebody who supports other women, and if somebody else does really well, I will clap for them and I will support them, even if they're in my industry, even if other people would say they're my competitor. I don't care, because the more that one of us succeeds, the more doors that one person opens, the more opportunities there come to everybody else in the industry. So I am more than happy to literally be the cheerleader for anybody else in this industry, in any industry. Anybody who's like trying to get somewhere, trying to get their goals, I will support you. Like, I genuinely will. And this year, as somebody who founded their own sustainable swimwear business, a small business, an independent, ethical, environmentally friendly business that cost a lot of money to set up, I realised how amazing it is when other people support you back, and the value of people supporting a small business and how much it actually means. Like, it's been amazing this year. So many of my friends have bought swimwear from my brand. Like, I'm the sort of person, if my friend brought out a product and they offered to send me it, I will insist that I buy it instead of them sending me it, because I actually physically want to support them with my money, with my wallet. So it just feels amazing in 2019 that so many friends did the same back, and so many people like actually bought swimwear from Stay Wild Swim and supported me and didn't want to be sent the swimwear, they just wanted to buy it. And it just made me realise people are great. I love it when people support each other. It just means so much, and I think it's so important that in any industry that we are supporting each other and pushing each other and celebrating each other's success, and especially supporting small businesses. Yeah, I don't even know if that made sense, but in 2019 it just meant a lot that other people supported my small business and that I went out of my way to support other people's small businesses as well. The 8th lesson that I have learned in 2019 is I'm the organised one in my friendship groups. Now, I already knew this, but in 2019 I did an experiment because I was so busy and I was so stressed, and I was also in emergency surgery recovery. I was like, look, I'm not going to organise all of my little weekends away with my friends. I don't know why I put that in inverted commas, but weekends away with my friends, because usually I organise all of these things and I like book everything and I tell everyone where we're staying and the dates and the times and all the logistics. And I thought, I can't really do that this year. I've got to focus on other things. I'll let my friends organise it. And I realised nobody else did. That's no insult to any of my friends. Love them. amazing people. But I've just realised that my role in our friendship group is to be the organiser. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm back in a place now where I can organise things, and I've actually organised a couple of weekends away. I organised a weekend to Germany with some friends in December, organised a weekend next summer with some friends into the countryside in the UK. I'm more than happy to do that. And I've just realised, like, I'm the person who does that in my friendship group, and that's cool. So that's my lesson in 2019. I'm the organised one. And to be honest, I'm a control freak, so it works well with my nature. And the 9th and final lesson that I have learnt in 2019 is I love London. And I never thought I would say that, because as somebody who was born and raised in Yorkshire on a farm, I always said to those around me, I'll never move to London. I will never go there. It's so big and dirty and busy, and the air pollution's horrible, and people aren't very friendly, and I don't like it. I can visit it, but I'll never live there. Well, here we are. I've lived here for 5 years. And I love it. In 2019, I got opportunities to move to New York, I got opportunities to move to the countryside. I said no because I love London, and I see myself being here for, I don't know, at least 3 to 5 more years, if not longer. Not forever. I'd like to settle down in the countryside or somewhere a little bit less fast-paced. But for now, absolutely love London. And I never thought I'd say that, but I really, really do. And I think in 2019, the experience of turning down the opportunity to live in New York showed me that, yeah, I really do love this city. It's not a perfect city, but it's my city, and I'm proud to live here. And I will live here for a little while longer. And those were my 2019 lessons. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing about them. If you did like this video, give it a cheeky thumbs up. You know my favourite thing is reading your comments, so leave a comment down below. You can always comment with a lesson that you learnt this year, because I would love to read that. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.